Welcome. We are live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Coming up in the next half an hour. IPL 2024, MS Dhoni's fitness and Shubman Gill's form in focus in a must-win game for Gujarat. Kohli keeps RCB's faint hopes alive. BCCI to release advertisement for new India coach soon. Current coach Rahul Dravid's tenure to end in June this year. And Neeraj Chopra, Kishore Jena to begin 2024 season in prestigious Doha Diamond League on Friday. Defending champion to get stiff competition from Jakob Fadlich and Anderson Peters. Alright, we'll start with the updates on IPL. Alright, talking about Friday's game first, Gujarat Titans will host reigning champions Chennai Super Kings in the 59th match of the Indian Premier League in Ahmedabad on Friday. The home team is going through a rough patch, winning just 1 out of the last 5 encounters. Skipper Shubman Gill has had a poor run in the last 5 games, scoring just 67 runs. On the other hand, CSK is coming into the clash with 2 wins out of their last 5 games. CSK skipper Ruturaj Gaikwad, who is just 1 run behind the orange cap holder Virat Kohli, will look to add more runs to his tally and give his team a good start. And talking about Thursday's game, Punjab Kings became the second team to be eliminated from playoff contention in the ongoing IPL after losing to Royal Challengers Bengaluru by 60 runs on Thursday. Virat Kohli anchored a crucial 92 runs of 47 deliveries in the game as RCB posted a huge total of 241 for 7 in 20 overs. Rajat Patidar and Cameron Green also played some crucial knocks after Punjab Kings stand-in captain Sam Curran won the toss and opted to bowl first. Chasing the mammoth target, Punjab Kings were bowled out for 181 in 17 overs. Alright, we'll come back to IPL stories again, but President Draupadi Murmu conferred Padma Award on para-badminton coach Gaurav Khanna on Thursday. We all know him, big name, torchbearer, person responsible for the transformation of India's para-badminton. He is joining us live from New Delhi. Welcome, Gauravji, welcome to DD India. Appreciate you giving us your precious time. First of all, congratulations, and tell us, how did it feel to get Padma Award from President Draupadi Murmu? Proud moment, and yes, it feels great when you are recognized for your contribution throughout the years.
True, very true. When you have been doing something since a long period and you have also started delivering results, you always feel good when it has been recognized openly, especially by the head of your nation, the President of India. And it was more fortunate for me to attend this function because previously when I got as a Dronacharya award in 2020, it was a COVID period and I could not manage to, there was no conferment ceremony and I could not attend the same physically. Although I was the first Dronacharya awardee of the country in para-badminton that time. But it's definitely an honor for me because I have been considered as the first coach ever of para sports, in any of the para sports, the first coach ever to receive this Padma Shri award. I'm really thankful for the vision of Indian government to look into and to promote the people who have been working in their respective fields and delivering outstanding results. Thank you so much, Government of India, and of course, it's a wonderful organization done by Team Ministry of Home Affairs.
Gauravji, also para sport is on the rise in India, we all know. After athletics, para-badminton has also managed to make a great impression, bagging 21 medals in Hangzhou last year and over 900 medals in badminton after you took over as coach, if I'm not wrong. Share with us the journey, Gauravji. Tell us the journey. I mean, what difficulties have you been facing? The journey, how difficult it has been since the time you took over.
I never thought that I would be sitting in front of you in 2024 as a Padma Shri awardee. When I started this journey, I was basically a national player of badminton, and my knee got twisted, and it was operated in 1998. And that time, the doctors advised me that I cannot continue my professional career in sports. And that time in particular, there was no way out for me, and I started my education, and I qualified few of the examinations, and I joined as RPF inspector in Hathras, and there I saw some orphan children who were disabled, who were hearing impaired, but I have been told that they are involved in pickpocketing and anti-social things to do. They were doing so. I was told to throw them away from my arena. But instead of taking any harsh decision, I brought badminton rackets for them. I have started playing badminton with them. And slowly I learned sign language to communicate with the hearing impaired kid. And when I transferred back to Lucknow, I started it with more dedication, devotion, and I was much actively involved in my coaching profession for disabled. And slowly, I became the head national coach of Indian Deaf Badminton team. And I participated in 2 Deaf Olympics, World Championship, Asian Games, and all sort of international tournaments, and where I also got 2 Arjuna awardees in hearing impaired. Then in 2015, when government nominated me as the head coach for Indian para badminton team, then since 2015 up till now, it has been 900 international medal, including the tournaments as high as Olympic, World Championship, and Asian Games. And this 900 also includes near to 300 gold medals. And as you told about the para sports is doing well, yes, of course, I can proudly say that. And among these para sports, if you start from Tokyo Paralympics, we got 4 medals, including 2 gold medals, and the total medal which we got in para sports in Tokyo Olympics, the Tokyo Paralympics, it was 19. And recently in Asian Games, it was 111 medals, and out of them, 21 from para badminton itself.
Yes.
So majorly, we are taking a stake of 20 to 25% of all the medals which we won in para badminton. And I'm so proud of just expressing you that around 10 to 12 athletes of para badminton will qualify for Paris Olympics, and will definitely multiply our medal tallies 4 to 3 times, near to 12.
And you have also mentioned about the government's contribution. It has been immense, and I mean, no sport can do anything if there is no government support. But Gauravji, is it difficult to motivate the athletes when they are down? I mean, are there any different challenges with the para athletes? Nobody can tell us better than you.
See, if you talk on para athletes, it's not one sort of different ability. There can be polio affected players, there can be amputees, there can be accidental injured, there can be the players totally on wheelchair, paraplegic, and there can be a by birth deformity. So it could be it will be a various sort of disabilities which a coach has to deal with. So it's not only just making a professional training program for beginner level athletes, medium level athletes, and the elite level athletes, but you have to make your training schedule individually, just keeping the physical constraint of that para athlete in view. So yes, there are difficulty around, and a coach has to be more observant and more intricately involved with this field to get to know about the constraint of the player and to train them, not only to improve their weaker part, but also to look into opponent's problem so that you can get the advantage while you are playing on court. This is one. Second sort of thing is, yes, we are planning to take Olympics in India in 2036. So a bigger problem is where to hunt talent, new talent. So the search is a difficult task because there is no database available anywhere. So as a coach, I have to search for new talents and to take them in a professional structure at a younger age. And this is definitely a challenge, because if I talk about Palak Kohli, I found her in a mall. If I talk about Sanjana, who is also the triple gold medalist of Asian Youth Games, she contacted me on Instagram. So we are organizing a talent hunter program periodically. But it's difficult because the parents are coming with their children and they're asking for their future, that how you ensure the career of that young player, because ladki hoti hai to वो बोलते हैं कि बेटा इनकी शादी कैसे होगी, इसको खाना बनाना नहीं आएगा, और हम इसको खेल में डाल दें तो इसके भविष्य की गारंटी क्या है. So this is the constraint, because we have to counsel their parents and somehow convince them so that they can put in their children in para professional sports. So this is definitely a challenge.
But Gaurav ji, last question very quickly. How do you see the future of Indian para badminton, and also what message do you want to give to the youngsters?
First of all, the future. I would definitely tell that our Prime Minister is making a lot of connection and lot of motivation giving to the para athletes. When we were going to Tokyo, he blessed us, his blessings, and we won the medal. He again talked to us, and we came back. He invited us and congratulated us. So the concern is Prime Minister sir is doing his job. The government of India is doing their job. The concern is, जब भारत का झंडा ऊपर जाता है तो it doesn't differentiate. The whole world has to stand on our national anthem. And वो differentiate नहीं करता है कि whether it's a para sports or it's a able body sports. So the concern is wherever there is a disabled children, I think the people should not get demotivated, and they should not feel that they have some bichara or bichari in their house. Rather, they can feel that they have given a birth to a superhero, and if that superhero will put into a professional sports structure, definitely he will bring laurels for the country.
Right, great.
And the message to
words,
everyone that don't get deserted, just feel that they are not disabled, they are superheroes.
All right, sir. Great encouraging words by you, sir. We'll leave it there. But yes, all the best to you and also to your team. You are going great guns. Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking with DD India.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's go back to the Indian Premier League. Let's have a look at the points table. Kolkata Knight Riders are there right at the top. There you go. 11 matches, 8 wins, 3 losses, 16 points, and they've got a very good, very solid average of plus 1.453. Rajasthan Royals, they are also on 16 points. They are almost through to the playoffs. Sunrisers Hyderabad, they have 14 points after 12 games. Chennai Super Kings, Delhi Capitals and Lucknow Super Giants, they are at 12 points each. So it will be interesting to see whether they make it to the playoff. But yes, 4th consecutive win for Royal Challengers Bengaluru. They have 10 points after 12 games. And Mumbai Indians, Punjab Kings, they are already eliminated from this season. They still they have to play 2 games each. But yes, very crucial game for Gujarat Titans today. They play Chennai Super Kings. It will be interesting to see how they play. But yes, they don't look that well. Shubman Gill doesn't look in good form. But yes, very crucial encounter between Chennai Super Kings and Gujarat Titans today. We are joined by DD India correspondent Suchitra Bhardwaj. She is joining us live from the newsroom. Suchitra, must-win game for Gujarat. If they lose today, they'll become 3rd team to be out of the race, playoff race, I should say. And yes, CSK will go 3rd if they win. Chennai needs at least 2 wins to go through.
Yes, Abhishek, a must-win game for Gujarat, and both the teams, if we look at their run in this edition, both are dealing with a similar sort of situation. If we talk about the slow run rate, both are dealing with the problem of slow run rate. If we talk about injuries, both are dealing with the same sort of injuries. So we can say both teams have the problems of the same kind, but it depends how they deal with their problems and how they perform today. A must-win match for Gujarat. And if we talk about Chennai also, they also, we have seen some upsets, and this particular week is being called the revenge week in IPL. So all the teams, they have to be very cautious, because you cannot take any opposition lightly. Even if Gujarat Titans is at a different position in the points table than Chennai Super Kings, we cannot say that Chennai Super Kings has an edge or they have an advantage over Gujarat Titans just because where they are in the points table. Because on a particular day, you have to perform in the playground. Where you are in the points table, it doesn't matter. The records doesn't matter. How you perform on that particular day, that only will matter. So today, I think both the teams, they will depend on their captains also. If we talk about the CSK captain, Ruturaj Gaikwad, he is in that race for the orange cap with Virat Kohli. We saw how Virat Kohli Kohli played a captain's knock yesterday, and Ruturaj Gaikwad will also have to do something like that, because his team has to win the match and he also has to compete with none other than Virat Kohli for that orange cap. Abhishek.
Absolutely. And talking about Thursday's game, Suchitra, what a game it was. Fourth consecutive win for Royal Challengers Bengaluru. And you spoke about Virat Kohli, what a form he is in. But what do you think about RCB chances? Is it a little too late, or you think they still have chances to go through?
You can never count a team out which has a player like Virat Kohli in their ranks, and the way he performed yesterday, his innings, it was a vintage Virat Kohli knock, and that particular run out, he contributed with his fielding also. So it was we can say a one-man show yesterday, but yes, cricket is a team game. All the players, they have to do well, and in a game like T20 cricket, I think all the teams, there are chances till the last moment, and we have seen in the past that sometimes those teams who make it to the last four, to the playoffs with a bare minimum possible margins, they eventually go on to win the tournament. So at times luck plays a major role, and RCB, they have to make it to the playoffs, so the last four, because their women's team, they just won the WPL today, so it will be it will be a big contrast if the women's team they won the WPL and the men's team, they do not even make it to the playoffs, so the last four. So they will try their best to show that the girls have done it, but the boys are not that far behind. So all the teams, they are trying their best to make it to the playoffs. Yes, still there are chances for RCB, and if Virat Kohli keeps playing like this, then nobody can stop them.
Absolutely. We are at the business end of the tournament, and every game is important for every team. Thank you, Suchitra. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs. All right, top official of the Indian Cricket Board says impact player rule in the Indian Premier League could be reevaluated after 2024 edition. In fact, BCCI Secretary Jay Shah has said the rule was introduced as a test case and it could be reviewed if stakeholders wish. The rule has significantly impacted the current edition, with teams exceeding the 250-run barrier multiple times. Players, coaches and analysts have all pointed out that it allows teams to have prolonged batting lineup, giving unfair treatment to the bowlers. The team batting first has luxury to field 7 specialist batters and then bring in a specialist 6 bowler by swapping a batter in the bowling innings. It's vice versa for the team chasing 2, so it will be interesting to see whether the rule of impact player changes or stays in the Indian Premier League. And the Board of Control for Cricket in India is set to invite applications for a new head coach for the men's cricket team before T20 World Cup. BCCI Secretary Jay Shah has said that an advertisement to hire a new head coach will be released soon. Rahul Dravid's current contract with the BCCI as the head coach of the Indian team runs out at the end of June, when India will be playing the T20 World Cup in West Indies and the USA. That begins on June 2nd. Jay Shah confirmed the new head coach will be offered to take charge till the ODI World Cup in 2027. All right, moving on to our next story now. New Zealand opener Colin Munro announced his retirement from international cricket on Friday after a career spanning 123 games for the Black Caps across all formats. Munro had been hoping to reignite his New Zealand career at next month's ICC Men's T20 World Cup, but his omission prompted him to close the chapter officially. Munro, however, will continue to remain active in franchise cricket. And yes, all eyes are on reigning Olympic and World Javelin champion Neeraj Chopra as he begins his season at the Doha Diamond League on Friday. Indian athlete Neeraj Chopra will hope to start with a bang in his first competitive outing of the year and sets the tone for the Paris Olympics. Neeraj will hope to get past the 90-meter barrier in the competition. He will be joined by fellow countryman Kishore Jaina, who will also be making his Diamond League debut. Both the athletes have already sealed their Paris Olympic quotas. Neeraj is the only Indian athlete to win Diamond League championship in 2022. And the United World Wrestling has provisionally suspended Indian wrestler Bajrang Punia until the end of the year after he was debarred by the National Anti-Doping Agency or NADA for refusing to give his sample for dope test. NADA suspended Punia on April 23rd for his refusal to give his sample during the selection trials for Olympic qualifiers in March. A provisional suspension by an anti-doping authority stands for all competitions, domestic and international, until the charge is disposed of. The bronze medalist from the Tokyo Olympics claimed that he never objected to providing his sample for testing. He had requested the dope control officer to clarify why outdated kits were brought to take his sample. Alright, football now. Atlanta reached their first Europa League final with a 3-0 win over Marseille for a 4-1 aggregate victory on Thursday. Ademola Lookman put Atlanta ahead in the second leg on the half hour with a long-range strike past Pau Lopez. He later set up Matteo Ruggeri to double the lead 7 minutes after the break. Later, substitute El Bilal Touré put the nail in Marseille's coffin with a goal in the 94th minute. The Italians will meet Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League showpiece match in Dublin on May 22nd. Now, Bayer Leverkusen staged a late comeback to move into the Europa League final with a 2-2 home draw against Roma on Thursday and win 4-2 on aggregate. With a victory, Leverkusen set the longest unbeaten run in all competitions, including European matches. Leverkusen played their 49th match without a defeat to surpass Benfica's record set from 1963 to 65, but they had to battle for the second leg draw. Roma took the lead with a penalty from Leandro Paredes just before half-time. Paredes scored with another spot kick in the 66th minute after Adam Lozek's handball.
We sind glücklich, wir sind froh.
We are happy. We are happy to be in Dublin, to have another final. To have two finals in 1 week is unbelievable. Great effort again today. We showed great character after Rome's second goal. I saw in the boys' eyes that they believed in coming back, and I am very satisfied, very proud of the team. And now we have this big goal of winning the 3 titles, and the team deserves all the 3 titles.
Kommen und
Alright, tennis now. Third seed Coco Gauff overcame 9 double faults to defeat Poland's Magdalena Frech 6-3, 6-3 in the second round of the clay court WTA Rome Open on Thursday. Gauff hit 3 aces as she continues to tinker with her serve after a round of 16 exit from the Madrid Open when she hit 13 double faults in a 3-set loss to Madison Keys. Japan's Naomi Osaka continued to make progress in her return, upsetting Ukrainian number 19 seed Marta Kostyuk 6-3, 6-2 to earn her first career top 20 win on clay. And current world number 1 Iga Swiatek of Poland easily dispatched Bernarda Pera 6-0, 6-2 to stay hot after winning the title in Madrid. And 22-time Grand Slam champion Rafael Nadal overcame losing the opening set to defeat Zizou Bergs to reach the second round at Italian Open on Thursday. Nadal, who last won the title in Rome in 2021, was giving a stiff test by a 24-year-old in a match which lasted almost 3 hours on a centre court. Despite dropping the first set, Nadal staged a remarkable comeback to defeat qualifier Zizou Bergs with a scoreline of 4-6, 6-3, 6-4. Nadal will face Polish 7th seed Hubert Hurkacz in the second round. And Spain's Pelayo Sanchez claimed victory on stage 6 of the Giro d'Italia on Thursday as he outsprinted 2 other breakaway riders at the uphill finish at Ropalano Terme. Sanchez, France's Julian Alaphilippe and Australian Luke Flapp kept clear of the chasing peloton at the climax of the 180-kilometre ride, but the 24-year-old Sanchez had the legs to hold Alaphilippe and fellow Giro debutant Flapp at bay. Race leader Tadej Pogacar finished safely in the peloton to retain the Maglia Rosa, with the Slovenian leading the overall battle by 46 seconds. Alright, that's all for this edition of Sports Buzz. But do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. And the app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Alright, we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.